I just recently got finished saying that the Giants might want to add another arm to that rotation. As much as I like the guys we got, it's a little bit iffy. It's a little bit shaky. We need someone reliable who's had some success in the past, someone who could potentially have a really good season. We just need another option in there, and the Giants have just done it.
We have signed Alex freaking Wood.
And he drives it into right center field, hit it hard. This baby is way back. On a
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric, and today the San Francisco Giants have made another move, and a move that I like a lot. We have signed another pitcher, another starting pitcher, not having to pay tens of millions of dollars to him. We got him for a pretty good deal, which I'll talk about in a minute. But it's Alex Wood, who has found some success in the past. No, he hasn't been great for a couple years, but he is a very young. He just turned 30. So I don't know if you call that very young, but he just turned 30. His birthday was like January 12th. So happy belated birthday, Alex Wood. But he just turned 30 years old, and that's it. So he's still very young. He could still have some big seasons left in him. I think this is a great signing for the Giants. I think he's going to be very determined to have a good 2021. He only had a couple starts in 2020 with the Dodgers, and before that, he only started 7 games in 2019. You got to go back to 2018 and especially 2017. That's where he had some great success, and that's where the Giants are hoping that he can return to that type of pitching. If we go back to 2017, he was actually one of the better pitchers in the game. 16-3 record in 2017 with a 2.72 ERA, and he pitched 152 innings, struck out 151, about a guy per inning. He was an all-star. He was excellent. I know that was a while ago, but in 2018, he was okay too. He also pitched about 150 innings, 9-7 that year, 3.68 ERA. ERA goes up a little bit, still struck out 135, about 8 per 9. Not bad. Unfortunately, in 2019 with the Reds, he had just injuries from day one in spring training. He had a back injury, came back from it, didn't pitch great. Then the back injury came back, and it just was all bad in 2019. Then last year, 2020, again, some injury issues, some shoulder issues, having a hard time staying on the field. I'm hoping that he is working hard this offseason and, well, either working hard or relaxing, whatever he's got to do to be healthy for 2021. I hope that's what he's doing. But anyway, this is a nice signing. It's not the absolute, ideal signing because he's had a couple of injury-ridden years. But you know what? Like I said, 2017, 2018, he looked very, very solid, and he is just 30 years old. So I think there's a ton of potential there with Alex Wood. And again, it's another option because, like I said, the Giants' rotation is shaky. But, in a best-case scenario, hey, maybe all 5 of those guys that we had before Wood, maybe 4 or 5 of them have a good season. So you don't know. Desclafani could be fine. Kevin Gausman could be healthy all year and be excellent for us like he was in 2020. Johnny Cueto could show that he's still got something left in the tank, and he could have a great season. And then our young guys, sky's the limit. We don't know what we're going to get from Tyler Beede or from Webbs. We don't know what we're going to get. They could be terrible. They could be great. So it's just iffy. So I love adding another guy like Alex Wood, and I'm not saying he's not iffy. He's iffy too. But you know what? The more ifs we have, the more chance some of those ifs work out. So I like having that option there. And of course, we still got guys coming through the minor leagues. We have other guys. We're going to be all right. The more depth we have in that rotation, the better. And Alex Wood is signing with the Giants for $3 million on a 1-year deal, but he can make an additional $3 million in performance bonuses for games in which he gets 10 or more outs. So that's a really interesting part of his contract right there, because if he is able to get 10 or more outs 12 times, he gets $125,000. And if he can do it 14, he gets another $125,000. And then at 16, it goes to $250,000. 28 and 30 will be $500,000 for Alex Wood. I always wonder about those performance bonuses and stuff. Like, does the GM care? Do those guys, the owners and stuff, call down and say, hey, make sure he doesn't get that bonus now? Remember that. Make sure, if a guy's about to get it, do they pull him a little early? I don't know. I hope not. But I'm very happy about this move. Like I said, it's not, it could be huge. He could come out and have 16 wins, 17 wins in 2021. It could happen. I don't know if he's not going to have the run support maybe they had with LA back in 17 and 18, but still, you just don't know. So I'm happy about the move. I like the depth. Like I said, he could be in the bullpen or something. I mean, he might not end up in the rotation, but I like to think that he'll end up in that rotation and have a nice year for the Giants in 2021, obviously, because I'm a Giants fan. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of that move. Also, the Philadelphia Phillies continue to try to improve the bullpen that has been absolutely terrible for a few years, and they have signed Archie freaking Bradley to a contract. 1 year, $6 million for Archie Bradley, who is only 28. He went from the Diamondbacks to the Reds at the trade deadline. The Reds decided to not tender Archie, which is a little bit surprising, but the Reds do seem to be cutting costs right now, so I'm not thrilled about that because I was really high on the Reds in 2020. We'll see what they look like in 21 as we get closer to opening day, but Archie Bradley is now a Philly, and in 2020, he had a 2.95 ERA, just pitched in 16 games, but he was able to pick up 6 saves, but he is historically a strikeout guy, 412 career innings, he has 425 strikeouts. His best season was 2017. Like Wood, he had a 1.73 ERA that year in 73 innings, struck out 79, just gave up 55 hits. It was a great year for him, and he's got some good stuff, and I think this is a nice signing for the Phillies, whether they use him as a closer, setup guy, whatever. They need arms in the bullpen. The Phillies had a historically terrible bullpen, and they've had one for a little while. I mean, bad. I mean, there's just no way around it. I think Phillies fans would agree that their bullpen has been absolute crap. So this is a big move for the Phillies, and if we take a gander at the Phillies pitching staff right here, we can see, obviously they have some Nola, Wheeler, Zach Eflin, Vince Velasquez. I mean, it's not bad. The rotation, obviously, we know about, but the bullpen, which has struggled. Now, they just picked up Sam Coonrod in a deal with the Giants, and I think that's a good trade for the Phillies. That's what I said at the time. I think it's a good trade for both sides, for the Giants to get a young prospect who could help them in the future. And Sam Coonrod hasn't been that great in San Francisco, even though he has filthy stuff, and he has shown it. So I think that's a nice addition for them. Jose Alvarado, a huge pickup in a big trade with the Rays. So Jose Alvarado, and this guy's got filthy stuff too. He has got strikeout stuff. His ERA sometimes a little up, but you know what? I mean, I think that it's a nice, like I said, any help they can get in that bullpen, they need to get it. And Jose Alvarado, I think that's a very nice pickup. Now, the Phillies have been focusing on this bullpen. They got David Hale. They got him in a trade with the Yankees. So, again, they're making moves. Jojo Romero is Phillies prospect. He was a starter in his minor league career. Got pretty good stuff, but we'll see. He hasn't had much experience yet. So, I mean, I think it's getting slowly better, but this is definitely absolutely huge to add Archie Bradley to this bullpen. So, the Phillies, yeah, I mean, the bullpen, like I said, historically bad, but it's not, I don't think it's going to be that bad in 2021. I think they're taking steps to improve it. We know they have a good team here. Rhys Hoskins, Gene Segura, Andrew McCutchen, Roman Quinn, obviously Bryce Harper, Adam Hazley, Kyle Garlick has got pop. Kyle Garlick was in the Dodger system. That guy's got power. I thought for a long time he was going to turn out to be like a big-time big leaguer. Maybe not, but he has got good power. So, yeah, I mean, the Phillies got guys. They got guys. So they're making the moves and can't complain about that. We'll definitely be talking a lot more about the Giants in future videos. So if you're a Giants fan, we're going to be going over them ad nauseum, so don't worry about that. But I did want to look at that Phillies team really quick since they made this move, and we'll be having previews for all 30 teams. It's all coming up very, very soon. I want to thank everyone for your support. Let me know what you think of these two signings down below. What do you think, Giants fans? What do you think if you're a Phillies fan? What do you think of this move here? Because your bullpen, woo, pretty crappy. You guys need help in that bullpen, and this is it. So I think it's awesome, and I really do hope that Sam Coonrod works out for y'all. I mean, hopefully he doesn't become like an all-time great closer and like a Hall of Famer, because then I'll be pissed. But hopefully he does help you guys a little bit, though. So you guys have a fantastic day. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up button, and we're going to talk to you very, very soon. See ya!
When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park.